Minimalists.
What's your advice for situations when you had a clear vision to achieve success/happiness, but it falls apart due to external forces? How do you rebuild yourself and restructure the idea of success in your head? Interesting that someone's happiness and success,
they made it one word, literally.
Yeah, and it falls apart due to external forces.
Always.
Yeah.
Right? So let me give you my pithy answer. Maybe we can unpack this together, Ryan. Happiness is not a byproduct of success. It is a byproduct of enough. We don't ever stop to consider what is enough.
Yeah.
In our culture, it's always more. And we rarely stop to consider less, because that almost seems that's countercultural. You and I never set out to be countercultural as the minimalists, but in a way, it is a rejection of a consumerism culture, because we realized exactly what Sia was saying here. Success/happiness, which, by the way, she puts it as one word because it's success/happiness. Well, that's the problem. We've attached happiness to success. Now, that's a foolish thing for us to do. The reason that we call our audience simpletons, by the way, because Ryan and I are the head simpletons, simpleton just means that we're foolish, right? And what is the most foolish thing that I have done in my life? Well, perhaps the most foolish is I equated success with happiness. As soon as I get that thing, that external thing, that person or thing, then I will be happy. And then when I'm happy, I'll be, actually the other way around, then I'll be successful. And as soon as I'm successful, then I will be happy. Of course it falls apart due to external forces. That's how it always falls apart. Here's one more pithy answer for you, Ryan. He who settles for success is a successful. Hence the title of this episode. So all I'm really trying to say here, Ryan, is that when we pursue success, when we pursue happiness, it is a type of failure. We're going to address this on the private podcast. I got a whole essay called Success Does Not Exist, and I have an equation in there. I know how you love math equations.
I love it.
And so I will prove to you mathematically how success equals failure. Ryan, you got something pithy for us?
I do. Love is the foundation upon which success is built.
Let me tell you why I love this, Ryan. Because what you're doing here is you're redefining the culture's idea of success.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about me being a successful person, it has nothing to do with titles or followers or, money. It has everything to do with, can I be myself 100%? Can I be who Ryan Nicodemus is? And do I have people in my life who I can support and also be supported by? And that is, that's a good life. And you could put $1 million in my bank account or take all my money away. Having those things for me helps me feel, I guess, successful.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with success. The problem is, A, the definition, the meaning that we give success, and B, like, what are we putting aside to chase that success? So going back to the corporate world, we associated success with happiness.
Yes.
But how many of our values did we step on? How many things did we ignore in order to be successful chasing the happiness? And arguably we got there, but happiness is ephemeral.
We paid that cost, right? And then realized, like, oh, this isn't worth the cost that we're paying because of all the additional costs. At first it looked like, okay, work 60 hours a week, but then all the other costs were stress and anxiety and overwhelm, and you end up in a place where you don't want to be. Well, how do you end up there? Because you chase success around. Success, Ryan, is like when you take a balloon and blow it up and you just let it go. And all of a sudden, we're just chasing it all over the room, right? If you ever do that with, I've done it with Ella a bunch of times, where I'll just blow up a balloon and let it, and she'll try to chase it. She'll never, ever catch it. But what a perfect metaphor for happiness is you already had the happiness right there. And you let it go and you start chasing it. You never, ever catch it.
It's like, well, it's making me think there's something there with a metaphor about Ella having a lot of fun with the chase, which then makes me think about a dog that chases its tail. They get so excited, but as soon as they catch their tail, they're like, now what?
They're confused even.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And by the way, that's what happened to me and you. We caught our tail in our 20s.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, wait a minute. Now what do I do? I've caught you know what? I need a bigger tail to catch now, right?
Yeah.
And so it always sort of success or happiness is always sort of right around the bend.
Yeah.
We never ever get there.
There is something about never getting there though. There's something about the chase that is fun.
Yeah, but it's
so the question is that and I don't know the answer to this, is we're always chasing something. Like I am chasing peace right now. So I think we're always chasing something. You are chasing good health right now. So I guess the question is like, do we accept that we shouldn't chase, or do we be more deliberate with the things we chase?